Listen up, this is a true story. Now, get your pad and a pen. Let's start taking some notes because school's in session. And hopefully, you will learn a goddamn thing. While William and Chris break SEO down and chop it all up. Okay. Hey yo. So many SEOs, they be hating on me, saying I'm stealing the methods, how can't you see? They bitch, they cry, but they can't believe how much better I am. Yo, looking at my team, Blackhead SEO, haters, they scared since I came. Last year I was a nobody, now I be dominated the game. Most wanted, no competition, they going insane. My skills out of this world, owners love my name.
All of my projects they pop, I'm a rep devil of God. I can get in, climbing the top, while haters they flop. All of my projects they pop, I cannot see you from the top. My haters they act like they forgot the black hat SEO skill we got.
All of my projects they pop, I'm a rep devil of God. I go get it, climbing the top, while haters they flop. All of my projects they pop, I cannot see you from the top. My haters they act like they forgot the black hat SEO skills we got.
Act like you know better. Going to heaven, yeah. You good at pretending. Lying, you're a goody goody that's offending. Dressing well, laughing in paradise. It's clever, but I'm real, yeah. I'm sitting in my black hoodie, black Tim's on me, now that shit is goody. Getting them Benjis, like Cuba getting them goodies. Yeah, foes, SEOs hate cause I'm standing. I be out here on some strict shit, no sleeping, yeah. Work hard to make it click. Profits on the way, bank got my drip. Walk in a bank, close it down so damn fucking quick, yeah.
All of my projects they pop, I'm a rep devil of God, yeah. I go getting, climbing the top, while haters they flop. All of my projects they pop, I cannot see you from the top. My haters they acting like they forgot the blackhead SEO skills we got,
yeah. I get results, I don't waste no time. That's why my peers hating, yeah. I hear them crying. All of you SEO frauds, get in line. I'ma make you scream cause all of those gigs are mine. I rap, I'm talking to you, you lying little bitch. Fuck you and your crew. How's that mama couch comfy for you? Pathetic little loser, what you gonna do? I'm talking to you, tell me what you gonna fucking do. Fuck your son, becoming like William Jones, SEO. Stop with the bullshit, you suck at your job. Stop hating on me and kiss the ring of the fucking king, bitch, of the fucking king.
All of my projects they pop, I'm a rep devil of God. I can get in, climbing the top, while haters they flop. All of my projects they pop, I cannot see you from the top. My haters they act like they forgot the black hat SEO skill we got.
All of my projects they pop, I'm a rep devil of God. I go get it, climbing the top, while haters they flop. All of my projects they pop, I cannot see you from the top. My haters they act like they forgot the black hat SEO skills we got.
All of my projects they pop, yeah. I'm a rep devil of God, yeah. I go getting, climbing the top. All of my projects they pop, I cannot see you from the top. My haters they act like they forgot the black hat SEO skills we got, yeah.
Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing, Chris?
Excellent. How are you?
Awesome. Hey, Brandon. Brandon's already here. Ron's here. Digital World Vision. Got a bunch of people already popping up in here. Sorry, we're just a little bit late. Me and Chris are chatting about some things. But we are here. Make sure to get your questions in. Drop all your questions below, and me and Chris will answer them. We can go ahead and start. Let's see. I got any questions popping up in here? I had one. So AI. Everybody wants to run their mouth about it. So AI, is it going to replace mankind in the future? Like let me put it this way, in the near year, 5 years, 10 years.
I don't know if it's going to replace us. I think it's going to assist us quite significantly in the next 5 or 10 years.
I would agree. I think it makes us more productive. Those of us that are actually producing content, those that are actually putting in the freaking work. I think AI is meant to be your helper, not to take over you. But it seems the way most people in SEO. I was actually I normally stay out of groups, which you know, but I was in SEO Signal Labs, and I posted something about how people seem to think that AI is going to replace all content writers and most everything you do. And for me, it's kind of like if you think that, you're probably the same type of person that thinks the backlinking software that comes out on a daily basis is going to replace actual authority backlinks from somewhere like Fox or Forbes or actual authority sites. I just think it's going to, now I will say this, it will replace crappy ass copywriters.
Sure.
It will help people doing rank and rent because you're putting out crappy ass content to begin with. It's not going to help you with good fucking content. I'm talking about people like, that pay. I know people personally that will charge $100,000 or more for a fucking sales letter, not a whole website, just a letter, long sales letter, and they get it all day. I just don't see it replacing everything you do. I think it's mainly there to help you. It's like, your partner or whatever is supposed to be there to help you in life, not supposed to make you more lazy. I just think a lot of people are out there, they have shiny object syndrome, chasing the next shiny object that the marketers come out with, the next little SEO tool that comes out. Everybody runs around chasing chasing it like it's going to solve their weak ass SEO problems because they can't do actual SEO to begin with.
Oh my gosh.
What
Tell
do
them,
you think,
tell them how
Chris?
you really feel, William.
Oh, I tell them exactly how I fucking feel. That's I told them. I said I have no problem when haters. Like we had some haters recently. The
No, not
results
us.
are in. Oh yeah, the dumbass posted the video, and then the video took off. Normally, you get 400 or 500 views, 1,000 views. This motherfucker's still going over at 3,000 views. Some of mine in your shorts have been popping off. So, it is what it is. So, let's see here. Steve Hardway, what's the best way to raise rates with existing clients? Have you got, I got experience, but what do you got experience in with this, Chris?
Raising the price, it's always easier to go down than it is up. If you can make a logical claim to a maximum amount of value where it will warrant an increase, I don't see how that would be hard to discuss with a client. If you're going to be doing the same thing and then asking for more, that's going to be tough, but.
So for us, Steve, when I was in the States, I'll give you an example. When I was in the States, and I was doing SEO, I mainly did it as a job, and then I was freelancing, and I would literally do SEO and social media management. And it was hard as shit just to get someone to see the value. That's my problem, to pay $300. Then I come over to the Philippines, and I've had to raise my price probably 6 times. At one point, we only did $250 packages. Now I do anything from $275 to like $1,600 a month. And I just raised my prices again like 30 days ago. So we're constantly improving, and I'm constantly changing things. Like the moment I added in the new press release service we use, then I bumped my prices up some because I want them to cover it. So the number one problem I think with pricing is, do you see the value in what you're doing, and how are you going to be able to sell your clients on that value? So let's see. Next question. Brandon, you got a big bump in views on Google Business. The sites are Realty, IDX, and not WordPress. What's the best way to track platform to see what's going on Ahrefs? You got a big bump in views such as searches or views in photos. I'm going to assume views as an actual searches.
So you got a big bump. I suppose you're utilizing some type of, what are they called, UDM parameters within Google Business to see where people are clicking, and I'm sure you're using insights, so you'd be able to see where that activity is coming from. As far as an overall view of what's going over to the website, I would think that Search Console, or like you mentioned, Ahrefs or SEMrush would be a good option. Yeah.
Your insights are really good. You can see your calls and you can see where people are coming from, driving directions, a bunch of stuff, messages, if you got your messages turned on, etc. So,
Yep.
Brandon L. If you take a look at competitors for a site I run, they all have multiple up to 4 H1 tags, etc. I've been trying to match their H1, H2s, etc., but don't need or want 4 H1s. Why would Google reward this?
Well, you're looking at an average. There might be a top performer that has that, but that could be outside the norm. But if I'm looking at the percentage of the top 5 or the top 10, I highly doubt that the average is going to be 4 H1s. You might be 1 or 2, but just because the first guy's doing it wrong and being rewarded, there could be a lot of other factors. You still want to take into consideration the rest of the SERP there. So get your average of the SERP. I would venture to guess that it's going to be 1. So sometimes you see 2, but I doubt it. Sometimes you do.
He says all 3 top performers have that. I would like to see that. So, just PM me on here or message me. So,
yeah, I mean,
if the top, and I would tell you, if the top performers are doing it, they're doing it wrong, like Chris is saying. But do you really think having? I mean, I would beg to say no, but do you think that whether or not you have 4 H1s or only 1 H1 really is going to matter? 9. It's going to be like the deciding factor that's going to say you're going to rank or not rank.
No.
It's not going to be the death blow. It's not going to be,
I don't think so, but no, I highly doubt it. But if there's 50 things that probably move the needle the most, I would take that into consideration though when the rest of the work is done. Like after you do
once everything else.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon. So this is a continuation on the real estate. He went from 100 views a month to 60 at 100 for the month. You're doing pay-per-click, but it hasn't even begun sending me clicks under review. It's still under review. So he's saying the traffic's not coming from there. So where could it be coming from?
Well, again, I mean, if it's coming in, you should be able to see.
Do you have Google Search Console? Are you looking inside Google Search Console? Are you looking at your GMB Insights? Because if you got a GMB, you definitely got GMB Insights. Yep. Unless you don't have your call tracking turned on. So
you should be able to see.
Hey, Jeff. He's in downtown Manila. He's 70-something years old, and he lives in Manila, and he's lived in Manila for, I don't know, 30, 40 years or something like that. And he's been completely safe, Chris. I'm messing with you. For those of you who don't know, we'll keep going, but May 6th through the 7th, we're going to be having the SEO Movement Conference. Chris will be there. Craig Campbell will be there. We got a whole list of lineup of people that are going to be there. We got about 15 speakers. So it's going to be a big event. I could give you all the whole shit and shebang if you want them of who's going to actually be there. But we just got Dixon Jones from Entity SEO. He'll be there. I got him confirmed. AJ will be there. AJ's from the Philippines. Brock Misner, Chris Palmer, Craig Campbell, Daniel Jones, Desmond Nanner, Dixon Jones, Eldar. Holly might be. Kirk Rolden will be. Russell Lobo, Scott Chrisman, Ted Kubitis, and very likely Kyle Roof. So,
cool.
And then I have, after this show, we have my interview with Matt Diggity will be going up too. He's going to be gone. Otherwise, he would be there. Let's see.
Did you talk to Matt already?
Yes, sir. He asked me, he said, when is it going to be? He was like, I told him, he said, unfortunately, he's traveling. He said, otherwise, he would come in.
Yeah.
And because I've been working on trying to get him in for a bit.
He's super mellow, right?
Oh, he's like chill.
Super chilled.
He's
Yeah.
like
I had to
Thailand. Thailand, bro. You should go to Thailand if you're looking for fun, Chris.
Man, I can't even talk my girlfriend into moving to freaking Delaware, let alone Thailand, you know?
Oh Lord. Brandon, without the app, I'm using the interface on Google. I don't even know what you mean. I mean, Google. There's Google and there's Google Insights and Google Search Console, and you can still have Google Analytics on your website, right? You're going to have Google Search Console. You can have that tied. You have Google Analytics tied, but the Google Insight, GMB Insights, Google Insights will all happen as long as you got the damn GMB and it turned on.
Yeah.
So.
And set the UTMs up on your products, right? Inside of where the website link is. You can set UTMs up on almost every clickable link
track
in there.
everything.
Yeah, if you're overly concerned with that.
Digital World Vision, SEO legends do it like this. Yep. Sir, appreciate it. It's branding. Love being around Chris. Even Craig inside of our group, he said, "Is Chris coming? Because, man, that guy makes me happy just by seeing him." I was like, yes, sir.
Hi, buddy.
Jeff says, will the use of AI be an asset for people who use it well? Yes. It'll be an asset for those of us that actually put in the work already. If you're not putting in the work already, you better level up real fucking fast, because otherwise you will be replaced. I have people ask me, have you ever watched Terminator, brother? They're coming for us. It's like, have you ever watched Matrix?
Yes.
Where he says, Morpheus says, we are still here. Oh, love it.
Good old
Steve
Matrix.
Hardway. When building location pages, do you have a master page that has no city plus state, or is the main page your main city? Yes, my main page is my main city. I'm actually going to be updating the location page plugin that we have that builds out those, on automation. We're going to be adding a bunch of things in, which is going to basically change kind of the way I do location pages, because I've been testing some things and I've seen that certain things are like really working, such as point to point or point of interest to point of interest driving directions. So I'm going to be adding in the WordPress plugin the ability to manually enter a city, pull information about that city, pull history events from that city, pull the weather from that city, pull the roads from that city, and pull the transits from that city, and then generate information about the points of interest as well as the neighborhoods. So, and the whole thing is we're going to be daisy chaining it all together the way we're going to be building them out, the way I'm going to show how to build them out. So, and on top of it, another thing I've been testing is all that information that I'm doing about the city does not even need to be on a visible page that's it just needs to be indexed. It doesn't need to be on nowhere where a client has to see it.
Now you're cooking. Now you got something.
Yeah. I'm working on taking that and putting it into a mass page builder. I'll put it like that. So if I could take the mass page builder and put that location stuff in it, it's going to be magic.
Well, it'd be really nice if you could auto-generate all of that data into FAQ.
Yeah.
That way it's completely invisible, but it's still in the page. I've been playing around with that with a couple lawyers. Very effective. And the links are getting crawled. Sick.
Nice. Steve Hardaway says crazy lineup. I think so. I actually have people coming in my inbox wanting to speak. I'm like, I have to limit it to a certain amount of people. There's only one person I'm really holding the spot for right now. So, and that's Holly. I'm going to work on it until, let's see. Oh, is Google Business Card an asset? What do you mean?
Google Business Card.
Come on.
I don't think I ever used that. I don't even know what that is. Let's go see here. Google business card.
Crazy lineup. To add Google Analytics or extra, I need a dev to add it. The IDX is confusing to me. You can actually have the IDX on a WordPress website. We build out real estate WordPress websites. I used to do IDX. It was one of my main clients back in the days was real estate. That's how I really got started with Craigslist and everything was with real estate. So when I Google the brand name, it's like a GMB interface. Okay, so you're talking about the GMB interface on the homepage of or inside the Google search engine. That's not what I'm talking about. So you can still go in the back end and see the insights. So PM me. I will give you my Facebook, and I'm gonna drop it in here in the chat, and then just grab that and chat back with me there. Okay. Feel free to talk to me. So let's see. Go through here. And yes, you manage it. Great. So you could get that information. And Jeff says Thailand's an awesome place for a holiday. It's called Amazing Thailand for a reason. And Chiang Mai is basically the digital nomad wonderland, apparently. So I told my wife we're going to be going there. But first, I got to go to Mecca in April. May's the conference. I got mad singers coming into the Philippines to do some training with our boys, our team. So I'm going to be busy between now and June.
I would make it really clear in the marketing materials that the place where we're holding it is safe.
Oh, we have 6 boards and we have a contract. So it's going to have all that in there. So yeah, because what you get, especially, I'm just not knocking it, but especially from the USA, it literally, you'll go out and it's like you have the sign that says warning, like mass kidnappings and all this other shit that never fucking happens. It's like, you might have a kidnapping here or there, but it's like you're a you're a multi-millionaire and you're in the government and someone else doesn't like you. That's the type of shit that goes down. It's not Williams Jones came into Manila. He's an SEO guy. Let's grab him.
Let's get him.
That shit don't happen. So
it's fun.
I had a friend. I'll give you an example. This was what happens. So I take you to the Boulevard, which has Ferris wheels, it's Starbucks, Burger King. I mean, it's amazing. Largest mall in the entire freaking world, I believe. Mall of Asia. You go there, and it's a cool place to walk. It's on, you have the bay, and speaking of which, Jeff's has some condos right there on the bay. But my friend, he went. They have food. You ever go to a fair?
Of course.
So the fairs, imagine fairs is like street food in Asia. And we have that all the time, every day. There are some places that look like the slums. Other places look like freaking you got, palaces. But in the Boulevard, my friend went out. He went and got some snack from a vendor. They said, "Hey, sir, do you got exact change?" He pulls out his wallet. He tries to get exact change, gives it to the person. He doesn't put his wallet back in his satchel and zip it up. Step 1, a mistake. Step 2, where does this dude do it? And he has a video on it. He sits down on the concrete, sits his wallet next to him. It got stolen. No, motherfucker. You put the damn wallet on the concrete and you got poor kids all around you. They're going to take your fucking wallet. So what I would tell you is just like in the States, use common sense. Don't be doing stupid shit.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I told my dad, I'll give you another one. I was in a poker tournament and I told him, I said specifically, I said, go to the front desk, tell them you say you need to book an Uber, basically an Uber, but it's called a Grab. They'll book it for you and tell them where you want to go. And they'll send you there. And they're going to tell you how much. What's my dad do? My dad goes to the front. This is at Okada, which is extremely safe, dude. Goes to the front desk, Taxi comes up. He doesn't go to the front desk at all. Skips the front desk. Goes to the taxi. Sees a taxi. Taxi. How much? It's 1,000 pesos. And Jeff knows this. It's only about 200 to 300 pesos, depending on where you're going. He says, "Well, I don't have that much." The guy literally asks, "How much you got?" He sees his watch. He said, "Oh, around 800 pesos. I'll take that." So just don't do stupid shit, you know. So, let's see. 2 of the best SEOs at the same time. Appreciate that, Raphael.
Yeah.
And Raphael says Chris P is the man.
Thank you. I try.
I agree. John Wicks is the man. I love everything he's in. He's a great actor too. Just, you know, his character and stuff. So, will the location plugin have counties too? Yes, sir. I work with a lawyer that deals with a lot of counties rather than cities. I know exactly what you mean. Suburbs in Australia. It can work in the UK. We've been at this thing for 2 years, so definitely works. Brandon says, "Thank you, Chris." What's up, Francisco? I haven't seen you in a bit. Francisco, you're down in Jacksonville. He's one of the guys I used to work with. He used to work for a traditional marketing company for the newspaper and radio and television down there in Jacksonville. How you doing, brother? Kidnapping SEO and ranked. Kidnapping SEO and ranked their organized crime site. Makati, which is where Jeff lives, is like Fort Knox. They let her. I mean, it's safe. I've never had an issue. So, Safar, I sent you a message yesterday. When you get a chance, please respond. Did you send it on LinkedIn, Safar? I'm pretty sure that's where you're talking about, but I don't check LinkedIn. So in LinkedIn. That's why I don't check LinkedIn, bro. But I'll get in there and look. So, Brandon Clark, my Google Maps pin shows in the middle of a street in a neighboring city because I hide my residential address, I think. Is there some way to relocate your pin to your hometown? Have to see your GMB. You know, you don't even know. For what I'm seeing here, it says you think. So you don't even know if you really hide your address. If you're looking at the GMB will show your address. If it's there, you haven't hidden it. If it is not there, you've hidden it. So
yeah, just and two, just to check it for yourself, just like search for your business name inside of the account that your Google business profile is listed in, and when you bring that up, you'll see edit profile or whatnot, and there'll be a little map there. You know, when you edit the profile for the address, you'll be able to see where the pin is, and you can move it. So hopefully that helps you a little bit.
So Linda Conyers, I'm thinking Kara Connors from Terminator, but Linda, are plugins still available for GMB Pro members? Yes. I give away the GMB Pros, get the plugins for free. It's just what happens sometimes is depending on your WordPress theme, there may be a conflict. So therefore, I have full on tech support. So if there ever has an issue like that, they will fix it. So,
but I'm sure there's no issues with your Elementors, your Divis.
No, Elementor, no. I got people that have it across hundreds of sites, because they do rank and rent. So far, if you can reach out to me on Facebook, or on my email is william@rankfortress.com. william@rankfortress.com. So you could do that. This guy, I bought Brandon, you bought the older locations plugin. So if you're a GMB Pro, you can get it for free, brother. Unless you want the unlimited license, then you have to, pay up a little bit. So, but it's definitely worth it. I've had people throw the schema plugin on and the location plugin, and then their rankings pop. So I'm not saying that's the only reason. I'm just saying I know if you put geodata specifically in mass on your website, you're going to see things pop. So because we've been testing some new things for a bit here, and I've officially made an SOP on it. I'm just getting my team trained on it. So, Francisco, you're welcome, brother. It's good seeing you. Where he was at is Jacksonville. I used to do the medical SEO. He met me whenever I was really just starting to get warmed up with SEO. I got the one good for 25 uses sites, very automated, which I like. Exactly why we created it. We used to do the manual version for like everybody. So get your SEO questions, GMB questions. What else is happening in your world, Chris? Any new services or anything? Anything you've been testing? Because I know you're constantly testing.
And I was no. I mean, we are testing. But no, as far as services are concerned, we'll be moving over to do more complete done for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just working on getting 2 new people trained up for that.
Yep.
A nice, I want to do instead of the white label only, I want to do the done for you, depending on but I'm only focusing on some very specific niches. I'm not only select niches, ones that I know that I'm, the ones that I want: chiropractor, law, real estate. Yeah.
Kind of doing the same thing because we got Rank Fortress, we got Outsource Sharks, and then I'm also Outsource Sharks being the VA agency, and I'm also coming out with another one that's just specifically William Jones, and only taking on like 4 or 5 clients a month, in which you'll deal directly with me, and I actually do all of the work. It's going to be much
cheap.
It's not going to be cheap.
Yeah, no.
But you got people asking you for it. Give it to them. You want it. It's coming for you. So, so I started offering like the little one-offs and stuff because of you. Because I used to just offer SEO.
Yep.
Anybody that's actually watched it for a bit. So, local SEO wilds. Yeah. Then I just wanted the whole thing. Then you said just start doing some one-offs. I started doing one-offs and really asking my audience what they wanted and stuff. That's why, for instance, here's one. People will say wiki links don't work. Well, they don't work the way maybe you use them, but they do work. They're very powerful. Tumblr links don't work. That's BS. It's a Web 20. So are you not using any Web 20s, which I know most of you are? Most people in the SEO world, most of your white labelers out there use Web 20s. For the love of God, you got Web 20 Ranker. They're literally called Web 20 Ranker. So,
they're doing like 20
I know they're using them.
Yeah.
All of them are using them. So, a lot of those links, then you'll have people say like, and I used to say this too, the little circular maps that look like a Picasso, they don't work. They don't work if you just buy them on Fiverr and that's all you're doing with them. It's a matter of what's going to move. A lot of times, like Chris will even say, what moves the needle the most? That's what I want to do. So if this isn't going to move the needle the most, I'm not going to do it. But if someone asks me to do it, you think I'm going to turn away their money? I'm not an idiot. I'm going to take your money and I'm going to do it. It's just business, that sort of thing. But a lot of times people will say certain things don't work, especially in the SEO world. But I would highly suggest that you listen to people like Chris that do testing, Holly that does testing, Craig that does testing. People actually in the trenches that actually do SEO rather than just sit there touting off, whatever they're thinking in their brain. Where's Jason these days? Is he back to home or kidnapped? He actually went back to Africa. He went back to Africa, I believe, back in September. And I believe his lady followed him a couple of months later after that, Jeff. We don't talk too much, but he's really busy dealing with things there in Africa and getting his own thing set up. But he is alive and well. He's alive and well. No wildlife has gotten him. You can message him and tell him you miss him or something, but that's about it. We still talk a little bit. Linda, here we go. Linda has another one. I've been on here for over a year. William Jones, along with Chris and a plethora of others, explain very well how to use backlinks and resource. It's really helped me step up my SEO.
Well,
Woo-hoo.
and that's it. And each of these things by themselves, like that's a valid point. Like, hey, you know, these are all tools for a tool chest, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, you have your maps. Do they work by themselves? Not really, but it is a deliverable for a client.
Yeah.
It might not move the needle like a DR60,
Bingo.
right? But hey, is that make a good part of a package? Sure. It's not something that
It's
I
just a
utilize.
tool to help
It's a
you
tool.
get there.
The
It's
wiki
like
links,
you
though,
you
like
should you should have all these tools available to you that are available, and you could stack them. It's like, okay, let's go back to how can I charge more money? It's called value stacking. All right. Or you can do, if you will, start stacking your own, if you will, skills. What do I mean by that? Maybe you're really good at SEO, but you suck at sales, which is 90
that's me.
something percent of SEOs, really. Because most SEOs are technical, but they're not marketers. They're introverts, not extroverts. I want to watch Star Wars most of the time. Shit, stuff like that. Not knocking none of that. I love Star Wars. I do all that shit. But the thing is, if you go, okay, I have SEO, but I'm suck at sales. All right, I need to learn about sales. All right, I need to learn
Exactly.
about marketing. I need to learn about outreach. I need to learn about copywriting. And once I get this stack, I can now go, instead of only charging, $400 or $500 or $1,000, I could charge $5,000. I know someone that went from 1,000 to 5 to 10,000 to now 100,000. Okay, you want to spend a day with my mentor? 100 grand. So, and the fact is, you can start stacking your value that way, and you'll earn more. It's the same thing with SEO. This little piece on this little piece on this little piece on this little piece on this little piece gets you this result. If you go, oh, I tried this little piece, it didn't work, and you take it out, and you try this little piece and it didn't work, take it out, you're never going to get nowhere. It's another reason why I say take 2 or 3 SEOs, listen to them. The rest of them, don't listen to them. Do what they're telling you to do so you can test it, try it out, see if it works. But if you start listening to this one and this one and this one and mixing it, you're going to get mixed results, and it might not work, and generally won't work for you. Yep. Jeff says stay in your lane, hire experts. Stop trying to do everything yourself. One of the things Matt Diggity told me, and the same thing I've told people before, is if your time and you make, let's say, $500 an hour, or let's say $97 an hour, and you want to pay someone $20 an hour to mow a lawn, if you think you're saving money when you go mow that lawn for $20, you are costing yourself money. Okay, outsource anything and everything that you can. What is your best advice starting a company offering web design and SEO services? Kind of like as if I knew than what I know now for you guys. So in other words, I think what you're asking is, if we were starting out fresh now after knowing what we know, what would we do different?
Don't be afraid. One of the very first things is add people as fast as you can. That was a valuable lesson for me. Like holding on to that money. Employees don't cost you money. It took me a long time to learn that. I'm like, oh, I could get the same output with 3. Why would I go hire 3 more? That's been massive for me. Dude, that's the one right there, man. That's the one. I think too, nailing down the processes. Understanding that when you're bringing in new people, that it's not just as easy as handing off, I'll use Williams terminology, an SOP and maybe a video or 2. You really need to, the first thing is duplicate yourself. So then that's your trainer now. The first person you hire is really a duplication of you. So then you can start training new people. That's that's such a key. Nail down the processes, have it tight, have accountability for each of the things. Don't be afraid to hire people. Make sure that there's a transparency, especially if you're taking in clients. Having stuff that's messy, like on Excel or whatnot, like pay the money to make sure that it's all together and transparent. Pay somebody to take care of support. It's massively, even if you're getting results, this is a thing that we're working on right now. Even if you're getting results and you're winning, like your hit rate's like 80%. Like I hit 80% of the time. That's very high for an SEO. Nobody hits 100. But with that being said, people want that hand holding big time. They want you to almost coach them through things. Very important. Yeah, man, I could go on for days, but how about you?
As far as your team, learn to invest in your team. What do I mean by investing in your team? So let's say you got a team of 10. It's a good start. You got 10. You're going to find what you want to do is you want to find people that are really good. Let's say at SEO, really good at web, really good at off page, whatever. Right. And I want to invest in that person that's really good. What do I mean? Eventually, I'm going to take him off of doing the SEO and let him train the other people and manage the other people. And then I invest in them for self-development to increase their value. Why? Because I want to show them that they're not hitting a ceiling on how much they can make. I can always increase it depending on how much value they're bringing to the company. So if you're just going to sit there and do SEO, you're not going to bring that much value. There's got to be other things that you're going to do. Another one is don't be so trusting. Don't trust everybody. Not everybody's got your best interest out for you. One of the things I've heard is like, keep your dreams to yourself. Don't tell everybody. It's like even, I believe it was Joseph in the Bible where he wanted to tell everybody his dreams. And then what did his brothers do to him? They buried his ass and threw him into slavery. So don't be telling everybody dreams, because there are dream killers out there that want nothing but to see you down. And then also the third one would be get used to haters, get used to people hating on you. If you want to make any kind of dent in the world, you're going to have people hating on you all day long. It's like the saying that if everything's going right in your life, then the devil's not scared of you. I'd rather have the devil scared of me. Not everything's going to go right all the time. Success is not just like this. Success is usually up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. When we started building out our stuff, we would scale, break, fix it, scale, break, fix, scale, break, fix. It's a learning process. I got, hundreds of books, and I'm constantly learning for my own development as well as in business. So outsourcing, like Chris said, is a dream, but it can also be a nightmare. You just need to partner with someone who knows what the fuck they're doing half the time. Let's see.
Those are all good ones. Oh, and I know it's now I've heard it so much from some of the bigger name guys, but patience is so important.
Pray for patience. God's going to give you trials. So,
for sure.
Just be ready. One thing I do like, he never puts on you anything that you can't deal with. So at least in my experience, sometimes you feel like you're going to break, but it's all right.
Yep.
Buddy them up and cross train them, have a project manager. So the way we do it is I have a project manager for on-page SEO, project manager for off-page SEO, project manager for web design, project manager for YouTube, project manager for content, and then a floor manager, assistant manager. Each of the managers have an assistant or a buddy. So Brandon says, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you so much for that. And by the way, when we hear things like this that you've been learning and you appreciate it, and I forget, it's up here, Linda, that you've been following us for a while. And this is what Chris and me live for, is to help business owners to get success. It's not just to come in here and talk for hours. Okay. Do I have pricing for your SEO conference coming up? No, not yet, because we're going to launch it this week. But the thing is, we're going to have everything from virtual, where you can attend virtually, where you can attend the general, and where you can attend VIP. We're working all that out still. And we already got news that certain news channels are going to be there, and they're big names over here, and they're big names abroad. So, Brandon, yes. Jeff says hire slow, remove quick. I know Gary V teaches that, but I would say hire fast, fire slow, personally.
Well, yeah, because of the time invest up front with the people.
A lot of times people want to fire someone really fast, and then if they don't internally reflect and see where's the issue, is the issue really the VA? And from generally speaking, it's generally not the VA. It's generally not the employee. It's generally, are you communicating right? Now, if someone's stealing for me and doing stupid shit, yeah, fire them fast. You know, someone, every time they touch a site, you're tearing a site down to take it down. But generally speaking, people do not give their VAs enough training. What is the rate of some of these Filipino VAs working these days? 2 to 3 hour VAs can be found. Okay, here's one. It's going to me and Kirk talk about this. If you want a $2 or $3 an hour VA, you're going to pay for it. Yeah, and you better be ready to train. So what I mean by that, you could get VAs like I did, which cheap, but I sit down and I got photos, people showing all this, where I sit down with them and I go through it step by step by step, and I train them. Okay. So I've invested my knowledge of 20 something years into them to get them to where I want them to be, which is not $2 or $3 an hour. Right. Now, if you want a project managers start at around 45,000 pesos or $900 a month. A good VA, decent VA, about $500-$600 a month. Depends on what you want. You know, do you want to train them or not? Yeah,
Yep. They're out there though for $1.80.
They are out there. No,
they're out there. Yeah, but you're gonna
pay for it. You get what you pay for.
Your normal person that knows how to operate HTML and do the WordPress, you're gonna pay about $4 a month. Like where they kind of know a lot of the stuff. You got usually about 4.
Jeff says decent VA starts at 8. You can't buy onions for $2 an hour. His project manager is $30 an hour. I had a project manager that's paying $2,000 a month. So, wow, it's just a matter of, what are you trying to do?
I pay a Filipino girl $750 a month.
Yep. She'll be loyal as shit to you.
I hope. She's going to school though. I'm like, just stay with me.
My personal assistant's name's Mary Jane, and she handles all my social media. She handles my email. I can say, hey, can you go pay this bill? Hey, can you go pick this up? She does all that for me. She'll be coming with me to the conference, and I'm probably going to have my management coming to the conference as well. So, but
my old man's always busted me because I don't know. Well, think of a lion's pack, right?
Yep.
Who goes out and does the majority of the hunting? Usually
the
lioness, right?
Yeah, the women. The women do all the work and fucking in a lion pack. The man is literally just sits around. That's all he does.
I'm hungry. Eats and go and lay back down. Yeah.
And I really appreciate Matthew Moses. So Matt Moses, I met him when I did my rank and rent program probably 2 years ago, when I had just started get out and just started GMB Pros. And helped him rank, and now he's actually doing coaching, and now he's got all his businesses in the top. He can dominate the top in his niches, and he's teaching other people how to do the same. Appreciate it, Matthew. Greatest teacher. I don't think I'm the greatest. I've come across since launching business in 2017. Chris Palmer, great mentor to myself and guys like me, and you don't even know it. Much respect to both of you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Matt.
Glad to help.
He does tree removal, roll-off dumpsters, some stuff like that. But appreciate it, guys. Thank you for this platform, William and Chris. Please keep it going. We all appreciate it. Love it.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Appreciate your efforts. We're going to have to get going off of here because we are about to go live with Matt Diggity as well. So,
literally live, or it's a recorded session?
It's a recorded session.
Yeah. You're going to stream it, though.
Yeah, you're going to stream it.
I'm going to watch that. You're going to have one. I'm going to play it in the background. I have to make about 480 reviews I need to write out. So,
well, I got a couple of thousand if you want to help me. I just bought 500 more of my Gmails.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to call it an internship. I interned with a new girl to help me with another project, and I was like, hey, 'cause she's in the Philippines. I'm like, do you know anybody that does reviews? And she's like, oh, my last job, that's all I did. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I was like, let's
for the love of God, come out with a service so we can
fire it
remove
up.
this
Yeah.
from in-house, because I don't.
So I'm writing them out now. I'll let you know.
Let me know, because I sent your video. Matter of fact, the person that does our reviews that are in-house, we have 2 of them. I sent the video you did the other day. So if y'all haven't watched that, FYI, go look on Chris's channel. He did one on reviews, showing how to scrape information and stuff. It's a real good way to scale if you're actually doing reviews. I said that.
And they're asking, like, why did you make, in the comments, they're like, why are you showing us this? And I couldn't say, well, you scrape them so you can rewrite them and then post them. I'm like, to get keywords,
well, most people think is like, why are you showing us this? Because you shouldn't be showing us this, because now we can go out and do it ourselves. Well, the problem is 99% of you too damn lazy to do anything yourself. And you know for a fact they're not going to quote unquote do it. A lot of times when Chris or someone like myself will teach people is we go, let me teach you, because we can show you how difficult this is,
how hard it is.
Exactly. And then once you see it, you're like, no, dude, I'll just pay you.
Pay the $6 a piece.
Just pay you, bro. I'm not doing that crap. I have better things to do. So, all right, guys, I will see you soon. Appreciate it, Chris. I got you down for the SEO conference.
We're in. I give you my word. I'll make it happen. As long as you got the ride and I can hang with your posse, we're good, man.
No, well, you will be probably staying at the Okada. The other place is Conrad. Both of them are really safe, but I like Okada only because it's got poker tournaments going on.
You're bringing your crew with you, right?
I'm gonna probably bring my management, and
so that's like 20 dudes.
Yeah,
right?
I'll probably bring just the management, and then my PA. So, but. Yep, reviews are the key. Just ask for them. Doesn't always work that way. Generally speaking, if you don't have an authority account that's actually being used, your reviews will not stick. So, all right, guys. Till next time. See you then. Have a good one. See you, Chris.
See you, William.
See you, bro.
Yep.
I have so many SEOs that hate me and say that I'm stealing their methods. They bitch and they cry, labeling me SEO Black Hat. I was a nobody, now I'm at the top. Most wanted, most loved, bad business owners, and hated by most SEO opponents. You think you're an SEO god, but you're an SEO fraud. Guess I'm the SEO devil, shouting fuck the SEO guys. White hat SEO doesn't make sense, going with the goody goodies. Up in heaven dressed in white, I like black Tims, I like black hoodies. Fake SEOs up there probably had me on some real straight shit. No sleeping all day. No getting my dick licked. Hanging out with the goody 2 shoes, lounging in paradise. Whole shit, fuck that shit. I wanna use CT, y'all, and get some green geo grids.